What's up, everybody? Xavrun here, and today we're jumping into the Pale Beyond. It, from the looks of it, it's like a choices matters kind of game. You click through dialogue. It kind of reminds me of the art style of, like, say, Frostpunk, This War of Mine, something like that. This will be a first look. Obviously, we'll do the tutorial like we always do. Let me go ahead and pull up the Steam page. The Pale Beyond. You didn't ask to lead this expedition, but here you are, stuck in the ice, captain missing, miles from civilization. Someone has to take charge, manage meager resources, balance safety and morale, make the hard calls, and head in the only direction you can, through the Pale Beyond. It's kind of steampunk-esque. I mean, just from the art style, looking at the art style, that's kind of what I get from it. Not like steampunk, like your traditional, I guess Frostpunk. Frostpunk's the proper terminology for this. It's that style of art. Its release date is slated for this year. It doesn't have an actual day for release or a month, but it does the years slated for 2022. It is developed by Bellular Studios, published by Fellow Traveler. So, yeah, let's go ahead and go through the settings like we always do. There's our volume stuff. Oh, let me know in the comments how my audio sounds. I've been messing around with it, and I think I finally got it figured out. Actually, it only took 58 videos to do it, but I think I got it figured out. So yeah, here's your graphics. Gameplay settings, zoom speed. Oh, cool. You got zoom speed and panning speed. Accessibility options. You get text size, which is at least something, right? It would be cool if it's kind of like monochromatic style, or I guess washed out colors that are very similar in shade. It'd be cool to see some colorblind options there. Achievements, they're only available in the full game. And then data management, so delete all save and archivement or achievement data. So you could start completely from scratch. So there's a replayability. I will have all of the links for their stuff in the description below. You could also click on it right here. And then, yeah, so let's jump in and see what we got going for us. Oh, the air be's cold. Oh, the air be's cold, oh flaking white, as the sailor begs their pledge. To the ice they'll pray that they'll reveal, or that leads reveal. Are out in the ice, they'll stake a claim, that in the dark they'll brace themselves. Oh, the air be's cold, of flaking white, as a sailor begs their pledge. Out in the ice, they'll stake their claim. Out in the ice, they'll stake a claim and carve a course ahead. Of homes they'll dream, to souls around, or of glory found. Of glory found and forged in frost, so that their tale be spread. A hunger draws the desperate here. It's one that can't be fed, such lonely souls need lead, or it's calling souls, to spread. Such lonely souls need lead. Such lonely souls need lead. What will ye do when still heart break and courage does abscond? I'll lead these souls, so help the gods. I'll do what it must be done indeed. I'll learn to live a life out here. I'll do what must be done indeed. Out in the Pale Beyond. I like that. I think we wrote a nice poem here, right? So let's read it in full. Oh, air be's cold, a flaking white, as sailor begs their pledge. Out in the ice, they'll stake a claim and carve a course ahead. Of glory found and forged in frost, so that their tale be spread. A hunger draws the desperate here, such lonely souls need lead. What will ye do when still hearts break and courage does abscond? I'll do what must be done indeed, in or out in the Pale Beyond. I like that. I think we did a good job. We're poets. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into begin our journey. I used to be a big fan of poetry. In the 6th grade, I wrote a poem that actually won me some awards in school. And yeah, it's pretty good. I wonder if I could ask my mom if she still has it. And if I could find it, I'll pick it up. Crew wanted. Able-bodied crew wanted for dangerous expedition. Months of darkness, low wage, slim chance of safe return. Glory be in the hand, or glory to be had in event of success. Address overleaf. Well, I guess we're going on an adventure that doesn't pay us very well. You are alone in the office. The tea in your hand has long since gone cold. I'd rather coffee. Looking around the room, you could make out a collection of military books. On the desk is a ship in a bottle. A metronome ticks away steadily. It's harmless. I used to actually sleep with the metronome when I was a kid. I find it rather calming. The dedicated rhythm soothes the senses. That's what it is. The room is sweltering. The air is stiff and stale. Okay, so we don't have a choice but to keep waiting. You hear the footsteps climbing the stairs that brought you here. I'm going to remain standing. The door behind you swings open. The captain bounds past you to the other side of the desk. Do you have all your teeth? Yeah. I've got enough to get by. Sorry. Open my mouth. You bare your teeth to the man. Good. You never be too careful. The captain sits down. It's the little things you can lose. People too. Are you speaking from experience? I've not had scurvy before. If that's what you're asking. There's more things to worry about than just scurvy. How many people have died under your supervision? More than I'd care to admit. I don't appreciate this line of questioning. None that I know of. None. Meaning you're either perfect for the job or a liar. Or you've never been in command. Which is it? I've never been in command. I guess the latter. If I was a liar, would I be in this room? Please take a seat. Thank you. The chair is uncomfortably large. The seat feels worn. I'm Captain Hunt. Shaw. The pleasure's mine. Robin Shaw. The pleasure's mine. I'm Robin Shaw. He nods. On your desk, which ship is that? So what's the job then? Wait for him to continue. Let's wait for him to continue. I hope you weren't waiting too long. I'm told it's worth the wait. Good. There's been a lot of candidates. Some good, some bad, interesting mix. I'm sure you understand that need for discretion. The advert said the glory was to be had. It all seems a bit convoluted for a sailing job. Keep listening. I'm going to keep listening. Months of darkness, low wages, slim chance of safe return. That didn't deter you, did it? Well, quite the opposite. That's why I'm here. A thirst for adventure, then. He winks. I'd keep that to yourself around the other sailors. They might drown you in it. I have a few questions first. He looks down at the list of questions. You were born in landlubber or a sea dog? I was salt born, same as yourself, sir. Mixed. If I knew, I'd tell you. I've been all over. There we go. Mutt wash. Okay, so we picked our heritage or background. If I knew, I'd tell you. I've been all over, but I'm here now. A mutt wash. Plenty of those joining, myself included. Military experience? criminal, only evading them. Colonial Royal Admiralty or merchant. Sailed to, I guess we go, I don't want to go with colonial. I guess, shoot. I guess let's go criminal. Only evading them. Honesty is good. So, you've skirted the law before then. Is that a problem? If everyone I hired had a clean record, I wouldn't have a crew at all. Have you ever fired a weapon? Yes. Have you ever killed a man, directly or otherwise? I don't know if our character has, but I haven't, so no. You're not married, are you? Happily. That's irrelevant. Let's just say happily. And you're sure they're fine with you leaving for this long? We've been through worse. One must believe they'll return to justify leaving any family in the first place. Yours is counting on that. So where are we headed? Let them continue. We're here to find the ship in that bottle. The Viscount. Heard of it? Yeah. I mean, yes, I have. I think if it's the same one. Let's see. No. Enlighten me. He clears his throat. 5 years ago, she set sail on a research expedition towards the Dead Peninsula. They were trying to find study the absolute magnetic south. If they found it, I might have heard from them. Viscount, strange name for a ship. Yeah, let's go with that. They can't all be named for dukes and princes. Viscount wasn't always hereditary. Was an earned title once. Admirals certainly loved their metaphors. Almost as much as their medals. He trails off. Anyways, the point is, she never came back. Her last known location was 200 miles south of land presumed lost to the ice. Okay, 5 years is a bit late for a rescue operation. They're probably dead. This is beginning to sound like a suicide mission, and we're supposed to be chasing this ship? 5 years, yeah. 5 years is a little bit late for a rescue operation. They're probably dead. Alive or not, their research is supposedly of extreme importance. Okay. Pardon me. And we're supposed to be chasing that research. I'm going to need more than just rumors about the lost ships if I'm putting my life at risk. All right, you have my attention. The captain smiles. Here's what we know. Not one person or thing has been heard of from the Viscount since it first left port. Until now, so we're chasing ghosts then. Maybe it's a myth, maybe it isn't. I can't assure you the money is real. Those with more money than sense want that old ship. That's the job. If I don't pick up the first mate, somebody else will, and well, my judge of character's gotten me this far. Okay, so what of our crew? What of our own ship? Or who's financing all this? I don't care who's financing all this. We want criminal background, right? We don't talk about that. So, what of our own ship? We'll be traveling aboard the Temperance. She's a beauty. Greenwood, generational. Not many like it left these days. The Viscount and the Temperance. They're sister ships. Built together. Sent out into the world to die alone. You seem to love metaphor yourself. Yeah, superstition gets people killed, bro. So does cynicism. He's got a point. The captain looks at the bottled ship. So, what do you think? If there's a chance there's anyone alive, sounds like you'll need all the help you can get. When can I start? Arr! Not many are as eager as you. The captain checks his watch. Anyway, I think I've heard enough. The captain stands up. We leave in a month. Welcome aboard, Shaw. Proverbially speaking. Don't you need more information? So I have the job? What do you think? I'll see you on the Temperance. The captain makes his way to the door, and you follow. I really like the story aspect of this game. I really do. I'm enjoying the heck out of it. It kind of reminds me, it's not the same, but it kind of gives me the vibes of like, Help Will Come Tomorrow. That's an awesome indie game. I don't know if you've ever played it, but I will showcase it on this channel. I played it on my Twitch channel, a couple years ago. So yeah, I'll bring it up and maybe play it here, in a little while. You arrive at the docks a month to the day. At least we're prompt. Before you lies a ship. The letters on the side spelling Temperance. Approach the Temperance. So we got the nice point and click action going. You walk the cobble to the boarding ramp. Beside it is a sharply dressed man overseeing the loading of cargo. Let's go talk to him. He turns to you with a stern expression. You can feel his eyes assessing you. Mudwash. He's unable to place you. May I have your name? May I have your name? I'm Robert Shaw. Oh, of course. That would make you the captain's choice for first mate, correct? I'm Mr. Templeton. I shall be operating as the chief science officer on this expedition. I am also an incumbent representative of our benefactor. Do, however, consider myself my team at you and the captain's disposal. Oh, do, however, consider myself and my team at you and the captain's disposal. Okay. What did you specialize in? Mr. Templeton, I look forward to working together. I'm fairly certain we're all disposable. What do you specialize in, bro? Applied botany. Okay, Mr. Templeton, I look forward to working with you. Not much use for a botanist on the ice, is there? Yeah, that's reassuring. He nods. No doubt. I needn't inform you of your duties. You're second only to the Captain Hunt himself. Though I must warn you that you have quite the task ahead. The rabble I've spent the afternoon sorting are the same that you'll have to whip into shape. Punctuality, schedule, a strict adherence is what we need if this expedition is to succeed. I expect you to be the organized sort. You would not have been assigned the role otherwise. I likely have more in common with the crew than I do you yourself, Mr. Templeton. Yeah. No offense was meant, Officer Shaw. Board when you are ready. And when you find yourself needing a scientist, we can try this again. Oh, crap. Okay, so I went the wrong dialogue. As the young man stands at the ramp, steeling himself for the journey ahead. Hesitantly, he begins to drag his feet up the ramp and onto the ship. I don't want to look at the city. I don't think we need the city, do we? You will be gone for quite a while. It will be some time before you see the city again. Okay. I didn't know if it was going to take me into the city, so let's get on the ship. Hunt's description of the ship was accurate. Near identical to the Viscount, barring some modern additions. Okay. So yeah. I knew the Viscount, like the term Viscount, I didn't know if it had anything to do with the ship, which is why I said that earlier. Let's set sail. Let's get sail, bubbies. My fellow humans, we must set sail at once. The Pale Beyond. This is gorgeous, dude. Like, gorgeous. I don't know how else to put it. That's beautiful. It's been a month. Let's see, where were we at here? Glory be a taller spread. The hunger draws the desperate here. Such lonely souls be led. What does was gone? Only what be done out in the Pale Beyond. First Mate Shaw, personal log. It's been 1 month since I signed on. Here, let's do it this way. First Mate Shaw, personal log. It's been 1 month since I signed on, and 1 week since we've set sail aboard the Temperance. I'm told the waters will get warmer as we pass the hemisphere before they turn colder. I can't do the good Captain Kirk. The Temperance. Who's paying for this, Captain Hunt? Let's go to the Temperance. I've never been on a ship before like this. She's magnificent. A technical marvel, elegant machinery expertly weaved through one of the fastest hardwood ships of its day. Reborn for this mission, breathing again with life. She's simply magnificent. As for its master, as for the rest of the crew who's paying for this, I don't really... Let's just find out. I can't help but wonder who's footing the bill for all of this. Certainly not the captain. Such exquisite modifications to the ship mustn't have come cheap. I should investigate further. It's none of my business. It's none of my business. It's none of my business, really. But the question still lingers on my mind. As for its master, he's mostly kept to his quarters so far. I sure to make him. I trust him as a captain, but he seems to be a trustworthy sort. Okay, I guess that's it. Experience alone justifies his position. There aren't many who make out the other end of a naval military service with all of their limbs, let alone his vigor. Though he's impulsive, there's nothing wrong with that, though. So am I. Though he's prone to, seems prone to impulsivity, the man's day-to-day decisions feel driven by instinct. I do find myself warming to the man, sure. And as for the crew, there are now 22 of us, including the captain. Our next port will be the last before we enter the ice to pick up the remaining 4 members of the crew, the scouting team. Hunt is also keen to work out a deal on the pack of sledding dogs. I've sailed with worse. And I'm sure there are those who might have considered myself in that same light. One of Hunt's sailors approach. Oh, I forgot to click. Captain wants you on the helm. Okay, I'll head there now. He leaves. We don't ask questions. Join Hunt at the helm. Forecastle. Let's go to Hunt at the helm. You ascend stairs to the stern and find the old captain manning the helm of the ship. Ah, Robin. Lovely day for it, isn't it? Indeed, Captain. Indeed. It's days like these I make sure to do my share of sailing. He winks. Too old stomach to storm? Perhaps. Wouldn't want to rob the actual helmsman from the learning experience, though. He thinks for a moment before stepping aside and stretching out his wrinkled hands. Here, why don't you give it a try? Criminal. Okay. You should take advantage of the calm waters for once. I imagine you didn't see many in the past line of work. Yeah, let's go. You grip the wheel of the ship and feel the weight of the waves in your hand or in your arms. I was hoping we'd be able to steer it. Oh, we can. Okay, cool. So right mouse button to pan around. The memory of your muscles rear themselves. The memory in your muscles rear themselves as you begin to move in time with the ship and the wind. Easy? There, you have it. The captain pats you on the back. Fantastic. Now try to get a sense of where we are. Will do. Get some perspective. Okay, mouse will zoom in and out. Peaceful, isn't it? Absolutely. Panning and zooming can be adjusted in the settings menu. Okay, cool. He takes the wheel back from you. I think I'll drink the morning in a little longer. Would you mind preparing my quarters for the day? There's much to do. Okay. I don't know if my dialogue or dialect keeps changing, but we'll check it out. Let's go help him make the quarters up. The desk. On the desk, you make out a variety of papers, notes, and maps, as well as sealed letter with a stamp you don't recognize. The desk itself is suspended with ropes to keep it safely in place. Okay. All right, so now we're going to come over here to the other eyeball. A classical painting depicting sailors doing battle with the Kraken. Mutwash. An ode to an old folk story known to all Captain Seamus. Or was it Hamish? A pristine, furnished tub secured to the floor. A luxury tub to be had on the ice. Okay, let's get cleaning. Let's get preparing our quarters. You take a seat at the end of the other end of the room. The captain joins you. Now, let's run through our provisions before taking requests. To start, there's 23 souls signed on to this expedition, ourselves included. That's 16 free to be assigned to tasks, if there aren't already busy. The rest are deployed to their permanent stations. You are only able to deploy crew, the little pawns, you have discovered. They must be in good health and not otherwise deployed to another post. Okay, so we have to go around the ship and actually introduce ourselves to people. That's why there's 4 of us, right? Because there's me, the captain, that one dude I talked to, the botanist, and then the other guy that was stealing himself up to get on board. And I don't, or is one of these guys the guy we talked to on board that said I need to go to the captain. So you have to just interact with them, it seems, which is really cool. We'll be picking up the scouting crew at the next port. The lot of us have also seem to be in good spirits. Okay, good. The expedition will tear itself apart if you end the week with no decorum left. Okay, so that's our decorum. We have enough provisions to last 6 months in case of an emergency. The crew members will start to develop scurvy and be unable to work should you end the week with no food left in the hoosh pot. Okay? And more than enough fuel to see us there and back again. You will all freeze to death if you end the week with no fuel in the furnace. Oh, damn. Okay. The sledding dogs. Well, they're still a matter of negotiation. Dogs will be needed to send sledding teams out to gather resources on the ice. Now, on to work. Oh, we got a guy here. Who's that? Corvid? A sailor enters. We found a stowaway in the lower hold. Bring them in. Another sailor enters, leading a young man by their side. You know, you're not the first stowaway I've had. The captain studies them further. You know where we're heading, don't you? I do, sir. The ice. Did you know that before climbing inside the crate? I did, sir. Arr, how old are you? You're hardly a useful pair of hands. Not true. I could pull my weight, sir. Do you know your jaboom from a bowsprit? I do. I learned it from Maddah. Yada. He's Ward's son. Followed him on board back in the city. What should we do with him, Captain? Well, Shaw. Hunt eyes you up. You're first, mate. What should we do with him? I'd keep him on board. That gives us an extra hand. Hunt squints. You need all the help you can get. This young man wants to help. He's clearly here because of his father, and it would be wrong to separate them again. We don't have time to accommodate this boy. Yeah, we'll just let him go on because he wants to do it, right? You need all the help you can get. This young man wants to help. I say we let him stay. All right, boy. Consider yourself part of the crew. Be sure to keep your nose clean and follow orders. I will. Thank you, sir. Captain, not sir. Aye, Captain. The stowaway joins the 2 sailors below deck, now a member of the crew. So now is that going to up us 3 people here since we just found 3 more guys? Well, it seems the litter has a new unit or a new runt. I hope the rest won't mind sharing their rations. Yeah, that's the only problem I see. What of the father? What of the father? What of the father? A simple split their pay and their rations. Any rations the boy takes should come from his. Yeah, absolutely. I doubt he intended for this to happen. We'll keep an eye on them both. That's perfect, because I don't think he brought his son along. I suppose you're right. Well, that matter's sorted. Uh-oh. Cordell. Have you agreed upon my conditions? To the point, eh? Shaw, this is Lady Cordell. Cordell is here to provide us with the kennel of hounds for the sleds. And our agreement was that she would train them up until we part ways at the nearest island. But you neglected to inform me that you were bringing my dogs through the Pale Passage. I had no intentions on sending a pack to its death. You seem to have good faith in this expedition. It's not one thing to ask for my whole kennel. It's another to drag them into the ice to chase a myth. Never before has a buyer been so dishonest. And never have a seller made such strong demands. Lady Cordell, and exactly what are those demands? You already sold the dogs, did you not? You have no control over them. What are the demands? What exactly are these demands? She demands we allow our dogs to come along on the expedition. Oh, allow her. That's an extra hand, and we're gonna run out of food, dude. As a member of the crew, no. On the ship, have the experience and familiarity with these dogs that I possess. Or none on this ship. Yeah, no, you're probably right. If you're taking them into the brutal location, they will need me to guide them. If they have a chance of survival. The humans on board, too, of course. Horse! You can see my dilemma, Shaw? We've just accepted a stowaway. Bringing another member on as crew is a risk, but our hands may be tied. Your thoughts? I don't see the harm in having an expert on sled dogs. I really don't. That's me personally. We should cancel the deal and find another buyer. If you're so adamant, we accept your offer. I don't see the harm. I don't. I mean, yeah, we're going to have to find extra food and stuff, but if we got a big baller type of benefactor, then I guess maybe we should be able to, weasel a few extra bucks out of them so that we can afford more extra food and stuff like that. A good point, Shaw. He turns to her. The deal is already to your benefit. Do you have anyone on board with extensive training in the management of ruling of dogs? Your sleds are useless if you can't control the dogs efficiently enough to haul them. And I would like to ensure my dogs are treated properly. Welcome aboard, Cordell. Your knowledge should prove valuable. Yeah, absolutely. Invaluable? Invaluable. Max crew increased to 25. Holy crap, okay. I'll have a room prepared for you below deck. No need. You'll find me in the forecastle with the dogs. She leaves. Okay, so you can sleep with the dogs. I hope I'm not making a mistake, Shaw. 14 dogs available. Okay, finish the requests. So that's really cool, man. That's really cool. So you get to make decisions, and the decision making is just it's really good. I'm really kind of digging it. So now that that's all settled, I've one more errand. Oh yeah. Oh no, that's not, huh? Now that's all settled, I have one more errand for you to run. Could you grab the Stoke brothers and order them to meet me up in the deck after dinner? Hefty lads, red hair. You couldn't mistake them for another. The Stoke brothers, who are they? Do you require me for this meeting? An urgent matter. Not at all. Nothing you should concern yourself with. They'll be down on the middle deck. In the meantime, you should grab a copy of the crew's manifest and get acquainted with more of the crew. Okay, cool. So I guess that's it. Let's go ahead and head on out. I want to see something here. Save tree system. Okay, cool. So there is a save. I think we're going to go ahead and talk to Cordell and then go find the brothers, and then that's where we'll end it. Upon closer inspection, you make out the ship's photographer, Kasha Belford, balanced on the ship's mast with her camera, lining up a photo. How's the view up there? You startle the woman, causing her to fall and nearly drop her camera. I am sorry. Let me help her down. You help her down and retrieve the device to untangle herself from the rigging. That was a close shave, Officer Shaw. It's about time I met the first officer of the ship. Kasha Belford. Nice to meet you. You seem to already know my name. How so? Now you're a journalist. Nice to meet you, Kasha. I suppose there are some sort of rule against what I was doing up there? Deepest apologies, but sometimes there's a shot you just cannot pass up. An accomplished photographer, Kasha Belford won the Bellular Prize, the highest honor in journalism, and her work of covering of plague outbreaks and riots in the capital. It came as a surprise to many that such reputable journalists should take such an interest in the expedition. There was scarcely any chance of Hunt or the benefactor turning her away. You expected some of her accolades to be older, more experienced. This is likely her first time on a sea like this. I don't think she's prepared for this. The cold game. Picture that as a header. Let her continue. For the piece on this voyage, I'm trying to come up with a snappy name. Nobody will read it if the title sounds like a work of an amateur. Okay. I'm not the creative type. That sounds fine to me. I like it. That sounds fine to me. I like it. Ash places her finger on her chin, squinting her eyes in thought. It's not perfect, but it's a work in progress. Plenty of time. We haven't even hit ice yet. It's just all so exciting already. Well, I suppose you've had your fill of thrills up until now. At least this thrill is within the law. You know who I am? Of course. I thoroughly researched the crew of the Temperance. May seem somewhat excessive, but I feel it's necessary for a proper chronicling. That and plenty of pictures. Don't worry, Shaw. You don't have a reputation that sets you apart from the rest. A celebrity like Kurt Darling's presence will dwarf any rumors that could form around you. That reminds me, he'll be joining us at the next port. I should get his picture at some point. Kasha holds up her camera with a sense of pride before holding it up to her face. Stand still, Shaw. Got my photo. Please warn me before doing that, dude. Wait, did I have to come over here to grab the manifest? Oh, yes. I'm putting together a manifest for you and the crew. She hands the annotated document. Here it is, the crew's manifest. Okay, cool. So now these people I can get Joseph Joe Gren, Killian Smurf Sanders, Amelia Corvid Sparrow, Timmy Runt Ward. Okay. So I gotta meet the rest of the sailors. Scouts, engineers, 3 scientists, a bunch of specialists, Richard Templeton, Robin Shaw. I got my face scratched out. That's awesome. Kasha Belford, Rufus Hunt, resource cards and key items, camera and accordion. Okay. Well, that's going to keep people occupied. Now what? It's a work in progress. The scout teams are to join us at the next port, and the captains forbid me from the boiler room. If you could ask the others to get their portraits taken, it'd be very grateful. Don't worry. Don't want to leave anyone out. Okay. Do something like the stunt on the mast again, and you'll be removed with your of your camera. I'll see what I can do. I'll not disturb you of your work any further, officer. I have a few more shots I want to get before the sun lowers anyhow. Safe shots, officer. Don't worry. Oh, you leave her to her work. Okay. And then we're going to go find those other brothers, send them up aboard, and then we will save it. Is this the brothers here? 2 Johns. And this is descend below deck. Okay, so the manifest, I do remember needing that. You spot a large man with a useful gait, carrying a heavy crate over his shoulders with relative ease. Oh, you're Officer Shaw. He gives you a bright, warm smile. 2 Johns. That's what they call me. I'm sure you'll get your nickname later. 2 Johns attempts to offer a handshake, but loses control of the crate. He struggles before firmly holding it in place with both hands. Ah, maybe later. Work awaits. Okay, cool. So now we got one more available crew. Cool. Now we go downstairs. Mid-deck, right? Yeah, mid-deck. There's the dude right there. Who's this? Approach the cook. Let's talk to the cook real quick. You find yourself almost knocking over a man carrying a heavy pot. Careful, careful. You almost got drenched in broth. Apologies, I'm in a rush. On request for Hunt. From Hunt? Is there an issue with the ship? No, he wanted me to find the Soap Brothers for a meeting. Not surprised. Those 2 are the only ones who know what's going on aboard this bloody ship. You hear a roar from... Oh, you hear a roar from the other side of the door. Boy, what's holding you up? The cook shakes his head with a smile and chuckles slightly to himself. He grabs a large pot and prepares to make his way to the hungry crew before returning and head towards you. If you don't mind, could you carry this tray of biscuits behind me? Yeah, let's go ahead. I'm kind of in a hurry though. You grab the plate, follow the cook out the door to the table where the crew is waiting to be bated breath. Upon the cook's arrival, the sailors let out a rowdy cheer at the ship's cook, placing the broth upon the table. Trust me, fellas, this one's worth the wait. The cook speaks in a tone of pride as he ladles the broth into the bowls of the crew. Oi, one at a time, you animals. Lord, you're awfully handsy for only one arm. Oh, pissed off, Junior. I got some bread here too. Grab it fast. Tucker beat you to it. The crew laugh and are merry as Junior guides you back through the kitchen. Oh, you're Junior. Why didn't you tell me earlier? I wanted to see how long it would take for you to ask. Did he not give you a description, or are we just not paying attention to the cook? We weren't properly introduced. Huh. I wish to see you as soon as possible. Ah, yes, good old Hunt. Never rest on this ship, let me tell you. Especially when Hunt takes a liking to you. Okay. So, call the crew for dinner. So do we lose 25 food since that's our total crew? Because that might be pretty bad. The crew have their meal. It passes in relative silence. I have a feeling we're losing that much in a week, though, right? Crew return to their posts. The hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening twilight balls. Okay. Ascend to the top deck. I know, but... What the hell? Okay. Over dinner, you overhear the newly picked up stowaway speaking with the one-armed man. Duh. Your lucky hunt didn't throw you overboard. I have a mind to do that myself. Come on, Da. I'm here to help. Better know this involves work. Don't expect special treatment. I won't. You're an impossible child, Timmy. Okay, cool. So we've got Doug Ward now. Cool. Okay. So we're going to send up the deck. I don't know if there's anybody to talk to here. I don't think so. I guess we're going to go ahead and ascend. Go talk to the scientist. You spot Templeton looking into the sunset. As you approach, he turns you to and nods. Ah, Officer Shaw. It will be some time before we can see a sunset such as this again. The light distribution towards the South Pole is quite the change. I noticed you weren't at the dinner with the others. I prefer to eat in solitude. I have my own cabin, and I'll make use of it. Templeton keeps focused on the reflection of the setting sun over the stirring waters of the ocean. There is a great expectation upon us, officer. Do you think Captain Hunt is up to the task? No. Are you feeling pressure, Mr. Templeton? Or from whom? Who is this benefactor of ours? That is not for you to know, not yet. Templeton looks down. Catching his reflection of the ocean on the surface, he looks back up at the sunset. Quite the sight, but I wouldn't linger upon it too long. We should retire for the evening. I don't remember the voice I gave him. It's important for the first officer. Be well rested. Need to advance to the next week. Let's find out. Oh, I gotta hold it. And this looks like a good place to end it. Oh, whoa. We lost 50 rations? Yo. Normal, 2 per person. I guess we got another port to stop at, so that should be fine. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and end this one here. Normal rations, that's fine. Fuel rations. Okay, that's fine. Confirm rations. Got it. Damn. The ship makes its last port at Whitetail Island. Cordell's sledding dogs are picked up. The scouting crew and Kurt Darling are picked up. The days are getting brighter as you move further south. Start the next week. Just in case so we could hit a save point, a proper save point. And it's saving now, so that worked out good. Week 2. Week 2 on the Temperance. And this is where we're going to end it. I've had a lot of fun with this game. Like I said, all the links are going to be in the description below. They were on the home page as well, or the loading screen, or the splash screen, I should say. Yeah, we'll get everything figured out. We'll play some more of this. I'm definitely into this game, and I'm glad that we could save it. Yeah, so thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and ringing the bell. And as always, you guys have yourselves a great day.